Good morning. My name is Andrew Kester, and I'm the Director of Montgomery County Veteran Service Organization. On behalf of Montgomery County Mayor Jim Jrotc and the staff of the Montgomery County Veteran Service Organization, I want to welcome you to this year's Veterans Day Parade with the theme of a salute to veterans in education. This year we have a special privilege to honor a Gold Star family to receive the Honor and Remembrance Flag. This will take place a little bit later in our ceremony. Very, very touching moment for us today. Also attending with us today is Sergeant Taylor Ann Cavanaugh, 2021 Miss Veteran America first runner-up. Sergeant Cavanaugh, can you stand? She serves as a combat medic in 3rd Brigade Rocketson's 101st and resides here in Clarksville with her husband, serving in 5th Special Forces Group and their 2 children. She competed for this title among veterans, active duty, reserve, and National Guard service members from all branches of service worldwide. Congratulations, Sergeants, on this award. During this time of COVID, we had veterans that served our country in combat and are now providing service again to the American people through academia. Here in our community, we have veterans serving as staff and faculty in our Clarksville Montgomery County school system, Austin Peay State University, Nashville State Community College, and Tennessee College of Applied Technology. We have veterans who are clergy, Sunday school teachers, and group leaders. Veterans know the adage, adapt and overcome. Last year when the pandemic began, our veterans in education adapted to the situation and overcome the obstacle to continue the mission behind a computer screen and even now behind a plexiglass barriers, teaching our students. We are here today to celebrate the 31,000 veterans in Montgomery County and to thank them for their service. We have over 100 organizations in today's parade, all of whom are instrumental in supporting our community's veterans. At this time, I would like to introduce our MC for today's ceremony, Lee Irwin of 5 Star Media Group and Clarksville Now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Andrew. What a day to honor our veterans. Even though it's not Veterans Day, it will be, but every day is a great day in Clarksville, Montgomery County to honor our veterans. Let's have a round of applause for all of our veterans. So proud to be able to be here with you today. At this time, we'd like to ask that you please stand for the posting of the colors from the Triple Nickel Parachute Infantry Association Color Guard, followed by the National Anthem with musical director Stella McKnight from Clarksville High School. Post the colors. And now we'd like to bring up Montgomery County Mayor Jim Jrotc to welcome you.
Thanks, Lee. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's trying to stay warm. I've just got a few remarks, but before I get into my remarks, just want to thank some people. Obviously, we want to thank the Triple Nickel Color Guard and Reverend Powell. Thank you for those wonderful words that you offered in prayer. Also want to really thank our VSO department, Andrew Kester and his whole bunch. I don't know if everybody knows it, but we've got the best VSO office in the state of Tennessee and in the United States of America. We serve more veterans than any office in the state of Tennessee. We were just awarded an award this past week, our VSO office was, at the Tennessee County Services Association, a success award on how our office and how they worked through the pandemic. So Andrew, to you and your staff, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to all of our veterans, thank you. It takes a pretty special person to put service before self, and that's what you've done. And so on behalf of all Montgomery Countyans, I want to say thank you to all of our veterans. And just, we are so fortunate to live in the community that we live in. I know this week there was something in the paper saying that Clarksville, Montgomery County was the most patriotic city in the state of Tennessee. My reaction to that was, duh. We know that, and we're going to continue to be that, and we're going to support you. So God bless our veterans. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Jrotc. And now Clarksville Mayor Joe Pitts.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning again, everybody. It is chilly, but the sun's out. Couldn't be a better day in Clarksville, Montgomery County. As I get started this morning, let me recognize a few people behind me in front of you. My wife Cynthia is here, but also we have members of our Clarksville City Council, Mayor Pro Tem Wanda Smith, Councilperson Karen Reynolds, Councilperson Brian Zacharias, Councilperson Travis Holloman, and I think I saw Councilperson Trish Butler. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. As far as City Council, I want to say thank them for their service. Many of them are veterans, and they continue to serve our community and our nation. Today, Mayor Jrotc and I are walking the parade route with the Clarkson-Montgomery County Suicide Awareness Alliance. Far too many people in our community, especially veterans, are dying by suicide. We want to raise the profile and let people know there is help available. So to our veterans and to your families, we say thank you, because families also serve and sacrifice. God bless you.
It's an honor this year to introduce to our guest speaker and Grand Marshal, Colonel retired Vernon Leitner, serves as the Director of Army Institution of Clarksville Montgomery County School System. He is responsible for the curriculum and instrumental oversight for 7 JROTC training programs throughout the county. Colonel Leitner received his commission as a second lieutenant in the Military Police Corps. Colonel Leitner has served in a variety of leadership and senior staff positions and participated in several occupational deployments, including Kuwait, Somalia, and 2 tours in Enduring Freedom, Afghanistan. Colonel Leitner is married to Colonel retired Cynthia Leitner, and they have 3 adult children. At this time, I want to introduce Colonel Vernon Leitner.
Good morning, everyone. Please join me in just another round of applause for our veterans and their families. And thank you for your service. Mayor Jrotc, Mayor Pitts, distinguished guests, friends, and family, welcome to the opening ceremony of this year's Veterans Day Parade. Special thanks to Andrew for his steadfast leadership and commitment to our veterans and their families. Your efforts, along with your entire staff, are making a big difference in the lives of veterans. As part of our remarks, I would like to share just a little bit about me and my family. I was born and raised in a small, one-stoplight town in South Carolina. My younger sister and I did not have very much, but we did have a mom who knew the value of a good education. And because of her efforts and sacrifices, I was able to attend college, and while there, joined the ROTC program. And 4 years later, I received a commission in the Army as a second lieutenant. Years later, I met my wife, Cynthia, who to this day is still the best colonel I've ever known. She served in both OIF and OEF before retiring after 29 years of service, and she is now pursuing a PhD at Vanderbilt University. My mother-in-law was born and raised right here in Clarksville, and after graduating from TSU, went on to a career as a lifelong educator who taught Spanish at Montgomery Central High. And my father-in-law served 2 combat tours in Vietnam, and after he retired from the Army, taught JROTC in Cleveland, Ohio, and at Page High School in Franklin, Tennessee. And as for me, I had the pleasure of serving on active duty for more than a quarter of a century before retiring to become an educator myself. As is the case with all of history's earth-shattering moments, a once-in-a-generation pandemic profoundly changed our country in deep and irreversible ways. The pandemic adversely affected the rich and the poor, the old and the young. We all remember at one point being stuck at home, learning the meaning of new terms like virtual learning, Zoom bombing, and dealing with surreal issues like a shortage of toilet paper. But the past year and a half has also afforded us time to reflect on who and what matters in our country, which fortunately includes a much better appreciation for our educators' contribution to society. The author John W. Gardner once remarked, "The society which scorns excellence in plumbing as a humble activity and tolerates shoddiness in philosophy because it is an exalted activity will have neither good plumbing nor good philosophy. Neither its pipes nor its theories will hold water." The lull in our busy lives and the time spent at home struggling with how to educate and entertain restless children helped us relearn that a teacher is much more than someone who simply imparts knowledge to others. She is our children's caretaker, therapist, and life skills coach. We also learned our schools are more than just brick and mortar. They are the intellectual incubators that cultivates our children's physical, social, and emotional needs. They are the health centers comprised of students, faculty, and staff alike, who are the living, breathing entities that make our district schools the outstanding institutions that they are. Today's theme, Veterans in Education, a Legacy of Service, is a fitting tribute to our educators and to those veterans who continue to serve their nation selflessly as teachers. And I cannot think of a better group of professionals to task with refining our nation's most precious asset, our children. Our veterans now serving as educators use the experience they have earned while serving around the globe as freedom's guardian to teach the next generation not only important subjects like math and science, but also those intangible lessons as well. Chief among them, freedom is not free. It will require that their generation, like those before them, be fully engaged, conscientious members of a democratic society. As the Director of Army Instruction for Clarksville Montgomery County Schools, I'm responsible for overseeing 7 Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps programs. And some of you may not be aware that JROTC was established more than 100 years ago, and the program is considered to be the largest and most successful accredited high school character development program in the country. The mission of JROTC is both simple and profound: to motivate young people to be better citizens. In our district, we have more than 1,300 cadets enrolled in our program, which represents about 15% of the high school population, along with 20 highly educated teachers who have a combined 540 plus years of leadership experience. By educating the next generation of students across our republic's more than 4,000 communities, our teachers help make their individual futures brighter by preparing them to compete on a global stage. They also are preparing them to succeed collectively as informed participants within a dynamic but fragile democracy. And together, alongside our veterans, our teachers will help ensure our democracy endures for generations to come. So in closing, thank you once again for focusing attention on America's veterans, and especially those who took off the uniform and stepped into a classroom to continue their service to the nation. Our veterans are truly the best of what our nation is all about, and they possess an unshakable belief in the idea of America. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Colonel Leitner. Thank you for your service and your continued service to our next generation. At this time, we have a special honor. I want to introduce Charlotte Ball, the director of the Tennessee chapter of Honor and Remembrance.
As he said, I am with Tennessee chapter of Honor and Remember. Honor and Remember's mission is to perpetually recognize the sacrifice of America's military fallen service members and their families. The organization pays tribute to all military lives lost not only while serving during active duty, but also as a result of serving. Military deaths in all wars or conflicts in all branches of service from our nation's inception are recognized. The primary vehicle for perpetual recognition is a specific and dedicated symbol of remembrance created by this organization, the Honor and Remember flag, which is intended to fly continuously as a tangible and visual reminder to all Americans of the lives lost in defense of our national freedoms. And I'm proud to say the state of Tennessee is one of the 26 states that recognize Honor and Remember flag as this symbol. So give yourselves a round of applause, please. We are now going to present the flag to the Mudd family. I'm going to read some information about the flag before we do. The American flag, once it comes off the soldier's coffin, is folded to be remembered. The Honor and Remember flag, once it's open, is not to be refolded in such a shape because it is for remembrance, so closing it up is not remembering, and you'll understand why here in just a moment, is a distinctive yet simple the design is. Each detail of the flag symbolizes as an important part of the overall meaning of the flag's message. The red field represents the blood spilled by brave men and women in America's military throughout our history, who willingly give their lives so that we would remain free. The blue star represents active service in military conflict. This symbol originated with World War I, but on this flag it signifies service through all generations from the American Revolutionary War to present day. The white border beneath and surrounding the gold star recognizes the purity of sacrifice. There is no greater price an American can pay than to give his or her life in service to our country. The gold star signifies the ultimate sacrifice of a warrior in active service who will not return home. Gold reflects the value of that life that was given. The folded flag symbols the final tribute to an individual life that a family sacrificed and gave to the nation. The flame is an eternal reminder of the spirit that has departed this life yet burns on in the memory of all those who knew and loved the fallen hero. We will always honor their selfless sacrifice and remember them individually by name. This Honor and Remember flag is presented with eternal gratitude and respect in memory of Staff Sergeant Nathan L. Mudd. With this flag, we honor this patriot's unwavering dedication and remember their selfless sacrifice. By displaying this symbol collectively as a nation, we humbly recognize the enormity of your loss and respectfully say thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will have our laying of the wreath, followed by taps. The laying of the wreath will be Colonel Leitner, Mayor Joe Pitts, and Mayor Jim Jrotc. Our taps will be our bugler, investigator Angela Christian with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the retiring of the colors. For our closing remarks, once again, Montgomery County Mayor Jim Jrotc.
Thanks again, Lee. Forgot to thank a couple of people. First of all, Miss McKnight, you and the Clarksville High Carnival and Encore choirs. Thank y'all so much for coming out this morning. Just another sign of our patriotism of this community when our high school students will come out on an early Saturday morning, as cold as it is, and sing our national anthem for us. I failed to recognize, too, our county commissioners. We have several county commissioners here. If you would, please just raise your hands. Thank y'all. And Colonel Leitner, sir, thank you so much for your encouraging words, and thank you for your service to our nation. And to the Mudd family, I can tell you that thank you for Nathan, and you will always be in our prayers, and we will always be here to support you. So thank you, and God bless you and your family. And lastly, I'm going to do something that's a little off script. I want all of our veterans to get out there in the middle of the street. I want to get a picture of all of our veterans. So if you're able, I'd like for you to go out into the middle of the street, because I want to get a picture of you, and I want everybody here to see you and to recognize you and thank you.
Yeah.
Color guard, y'all go on out there too. Totally off script. I know it's cold, but if that don't give you goosebumps, I don't know what will. Ladies and gentlemen, you are the heroes of our community. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your service. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause. Thanks again, everyone, for coming out. Thank you just for being part of this great community that we get to call home each and every day, and where we get to walk amongst heroes like are out here on the street in front of us. And I'd like to just close with saying God bless this county, God bless this country, and God bless our veterans. Thank you.
Great job, Mayor Jrotc. Fantastic. Once again, thank you all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our parade is on its way. What am I saying? It's here. Our salute to veterans in education.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, starting off our parade, the Clarksville Police Department.
I want to thank our Clarksville Police Department, all the officers, for what they do to keep us safe.
Also, Clarksville Fire Rescue. Now our Montgomery County Veteran Service Organization. I want to thank our service organization for all they do for our veterans in Clarksville and Montgomery County.
And now coming up, our Mayor's Challenge, our Veterans Suicide Alliance, the Clarksville Suicide Prevention. Let's have a round of applause for them. Our Suicide Prevention Alliance. And there's our mayors. Mayor Joe Pitts, Mayor Jim Jrotc. Now our Montgomery County Veterans Transportation Service, our veteran van service. Salute them for their support of our veterans. Now the Vietnam Vets Legacy Vets Motorcycle Club Chapter B. Once again, let's have a round of applause for our veterans, VFW Post 4895. Coming up, our Military Order of the Purple Heart, Chapter 457, Screaming Eagles. Operation Stand Down Tennessee joining us, doing a great job taking care of our veterans in Clarksville, Montgomery County, engaging, equipping, and empowering. And here they are once again, boys and girls, our Clarksville Shrine Club. We always enjoy having the Shrine Club at our Veterans Parade. Now our Triple Nickel, Ellister Garner chapter. Let's hear it for our Triple Nickel veterans. American Legion, Command Sergeant Major Gary W. Chris, Post 289, joining us today. A round of applause for these folks, please. Also, we've got members, Cub Scout Pack 534, 289, I should say, with our Cub Scout Pack earlier. Now our Tennessee State Veterans Home, serving our veterans here in Clarksville, Montgomery County. Coming up next, our Women Veterans of America, fighting for the rights, issues, and benefits of all women veterans. Big round of applause, support for our Women Veterans of America. Way to go, ladies. Now we have Cub Scout Pack 534 saluting our veterans today. Thank you for joining us. Coming up now, United States Marine Corps League Detachment number 603. Coming up now, our U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary of the Coast Guard team. Once again, our U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary.
Thanks for coming out today, guys.
Now we have the Military Order of the Cootie of the United States, Pup Tent, number 4, VFW 11160. Now the DAV Hardy Shelby chapter, number 45.
We have the Valentine Sevier chapter, Sons of the American Revolution, Captain William Edmondson chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution also, and Sevier Station chapter of Children of the American Revolution. Next, Girl Scout Troop 389. Our Girl Scout troop today, saluting our veterans.
Next, we have our Gold Wing Riders Association Tennessee Chapter, Q of Clarksville. Our local motorcycle chapter with a combination of Gold Wing, slingshots, and Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Once again, our Gold Wing Road Riders Association, our Tennessee Chapter Q.
Now coming up, our Montgomery County Antique Tractor and Engine Club. Jim, good to see you on that tractor. Our Montgomery County Antique Tractor and Engine Club and our train of veteran supporters.
The Tractor Club has conducted fall festival tractor shows for thousands of visitors every year for 21 years.
American Legion Post 143. Our Vice Commander of the American Legion Post. Now McReynolds, Nave, and Larson. Coming up now, Robert Nash for District Attorney Campaign. Assistant District Attorney Robert Nash is running for District Attorney. He's been a Clarksville resident for over 40 years. Now Kimberly Wiggins, County Trustee. Kimberly, good to see you today in our parade. Now, Wiggins Medical Transit is veteran-owned by retired Master Sergeant Major O'Neill Wiggins. And now, Wes Golden for County Mayor. Wes Golden running for the position of Montgomery County Mayor. Coming up now, Neil Stauffer for District Attorney. Eric Yao for Judge. Good morning, Eric.
We've got Fort Campbell Girl Scout 84 and Boy Scout Troop 101 coming up next. Saluting our veterans. Coming up next, our Northeast Middle School Eagles cheer. Coming up now, the Clarksville Jeep Crew. Quite a few entries here today for our Veterans Parade from the Clarksville Jeep Crew.
Coming up next, let's welcome our Clarksville High School JROTC. Coming up next, Central High School JROTC. Very proud to say my alma mater. Now our Northeast High School JROTC. Thank you, cadets. Coming up now, Northwest High School JROTC. Coming up next, Rossview High School JROTC. Now, West Creek High School Army JROTC.
Y'all keep going, man. Let's keep going. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. West Creek High School, JROTC. Hold on, take a picture for your entertainment.
Thank you, cadets.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now stand. Yes, sir.
Coming up next, Montgomery Central High School Indian Marching Band. Montgomery Central. Our memory lane cruisers, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 31st year for them to be in the Veterans Day Parade. Coming up now, Cub Scout Pack 51. Cub Scout Pack 565. More members of Cub Scout Pack 565. Now we have Jrotc Off-Road. Coming up now, the Villages at the Ritter Club. Now we have Team Red, White, and Blue. Team Red, White, and Blue, also known as RWB. Want to thank them for joining us today in our Veterans Parade. More Cub Scouts joining us today for our Veterans Parade. Our Hawaiian Civic Club joining us today. Saluting our veterans today. Want to thank them for joining us. Also, Troop 409. Coming up now, Northeast High School Eagle Pride Marching Band. Joining us now, the Knights of Columbus, the Father William Morgan Assembly, number 2328. Our Knights of Columbus saluting our veterans. Now we have American Heritage Girls Troop 1412 saluting our veterans. Now the Military Officers Association of America, the Fort Campbell chapter. Also Girl Scout Service Unit number 87 joining us today. Cub Scout Pack 566 saluting our veterans today. Thank you for joining us. Coming up now, Drop That Beat Dance Studio. Coming up now, Trail Life Troop, Tennessee. 0101. Trail Life USA is a Christ-centered mentoring, discipleship, outdoor adventure, and scouting organization. Now, Cub Scout Pack 185, saluting our veterans, Street and Pisgah area. Now, the Night Stalkers Brotherhood Motorcycle Association. Now, Miss Austin Lee and Miss Queen City Scholarship Pageant winners, Taylor Irons, and Miss Queen City is Noelle Thompson. Coming up now, Cub Scout Pack 506. Our Tennessee Kentucky line, Buffalo Soldiers, chapter from Clarksville. Let's salute our Buffalo Soldiers. Coming up next, our Veterans Realty Services. Coming up, Rossview Marching Band of Pride. Students, Drumline and Color Guard. Coming up, our All-American Camaro and Firebird Association Club. We have about 15 Camaros and Firebirds in the club with us today at our Veterans Parade. And now on the way, members of 5 Star Media Group. Our van containing Ryan Pluckelman. Now we've got Arcadia Senior Living. Coming up now, Cub Scout Pack 512, saluting our veterans. Mission Barbecue joining us next, saluting our veterans. Our Tennessee Strong Act, our Tennessee National Guard. Coming up, our Special Forces Association Chapter 38 and the Special Forces Brotherhood Motorcycle Group. And we thank all of our Special Forces veterans. Coming up now, our Corvettes of Clarksville. Approximately 10 Corvettes joining us today in our Veterans Parade. Coming up now, our Para-Pooper Scoopers. The Para-Pooper Scoopers reporting for duty, D-O-O-D-Y. Now the Humane Society of Clarksville, Montgomery County. They've been serving Clarksville, Montgomery County since 1968. They operate a low-cost spay-neuter clinic and pet food behind Arby's on Riverside Drive. Now our Korean War veterans joining us. In 1943 Ford, also in 1944 Dodge. Our Korean War veterans. Coming up now, the Youth Academy and Youth Academy Sango, the Clarksville's premier child care centers, proudly offering affordable, state-approved private kindergarten. Our Youth Academy and Youth Academy Sango. More members of Youth Academy and Youth Academy Sango supporting veterans. Coming up next, Central Civitan Club, a service organization for the community and schools. Coming up now, Zeta Pi Beta Sorority. 15 to 20 people, members from the graduate chapter and youth groups. We've got your CBD store and HUA helping out our American heroes. Coming up for our Veterans Parade. Once again, your CBD store and HUA helping out our American veterans. Now the West Creek High School Band. Our West Creek High School marching band saluting our veterans. Clarksville Screaming Eagles Youth Sports Chair. Thank you for joining us, saluting our veterans. Now we've got the Google Data Center joining us in our Veterans Parade. Now, on the way, our Montgomery County, Tennessee Republican Party, Republican women. All of them saluting our veterans for our Veterans Parade. Now, Clarksville City Mayor Pro Tem Wanda Smith, a Vietnam Veteran of America member. and our proud Vietnam woman veteran, Anna Tamate. Now we have Woodlawn Pack 522 saluting our veterans today. Thank you for joining us. They're a Cub Scout Pack out of Woodlawn, Tennessee. Also, we've got Pack 502, Boy Scouts of America. I want to thank them for joining us in our Veterans Parade. Now our Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, Chapter 18-2. Wrapping up our parade, our Clarksville Police Department, on behalf of the Montgomery County Veterans and on behalf of the Veteran Service Organization of Montgomery County, I want to thank them for all their hard work bringing you our Veterans Parade every year. And remember to salute our veterans every day. Thank you for joining us.